breeze blowing, storm clouds moving in. Whatever's gonna happen, it's about to begin. I remember what the drunk donkey told me when he said, son, don't fear. Mike's where the page lies, it's about to begin. Then he's gonna tell you about the wind and the rain. Gonna tell you which way it's going, if it's gonna be a hurricane. Don't you worry about the news that they try to hide. Just click on Mike's page, Drunk Donkey Nationwide. Well, there'll always be some haters, but they don't understand that Mike's got a friend and 100,000 more across the land. Well, if you want to know it first and you want to know it right and you want to have time to plan, Drunk Donkey Nation tells you, friend, Mike, he's your man. Then he's gonna tell you all about the wind and the rain. Gonna tell you if it's gonna be a storm or if it's gonna be a hurricane. Don't you worry about the news others try to hide. Click on Mike's page, Drunk Donkey Nationwide. Yeah, here at Mike's page, Drunk Donkey Nationwide.
All right, good morning, morning everybody. Let me flip on the camera. We're good. Comments are trying to pop up here. I see a couple. And we are live. Yep, I see them. All right, cool. What's up? Our storm is happening. Still. What's up, Brax? I see everybody now. Hey, Kevin, I didn't delete that post, buddy. What did I don't think I did. He must have deleted it. I just posted that post. Things happen so quick. I just went in our supporter page and they were talking about my height picture I just posted on there. So I guess we'll start by that. So, hey, good morning. First off, we got a lot to talk about. The storm strengthened overnight, obviously. Landfall, 85 miles an hour, just close to the state line, a little bit in North Carolina, Oak Island here. It's still going on. We got tornado watches all the way up into New England today still. So the storm is still firing. I mean, I could not keep up with the amount of tornado warnings we had last night. It was amazing. So... Terrible. This thing definitely strengthened the last second, and I guarantee people were caught off guard, so that's not good. So let's talk about that. So much to do and show and direction. So good morning, Coneheads. Good morning, Facebook. Hopefully everybody made it through the night. I knew it was going to be a rough night. It was a rough night. These squalls turned out to be unfortunately deadly. There are already reports of death and some people missing in a trailer home or an RV park. So that's all happening right now. So we want to see the dogs. All right. Well, first and foremost, let's thank ABC Fine Wine and Spirits located here in Florida. They're our Facebook Live sponsor. We love them. ABC ready for you, Florida. Next time we have a storm, because we'll have another one coming. The official party store of Mike's Weather page, ABC Fine Wine. So yeah, we got to keep it real here. This is happening right now. This is a terrible night for a lot. Let's show you the puppies, and then we'll get rolling. Let me show you Louie first. Everybody loves Louie in the morning. I got my coffee. They're sleeping down next to me. So I'm gonna read a few comments. Hey, Marine, Oak Island there, right? Oh, my goodness. April, yes, bad coverage. Daylight is now upon us, and check out WX Chasing. That's a friend of ours, Brandon Clement. My finger, Becky's better. So check out WX Chasing. I just shared a video from Brandon. He did a drone video from Oak Island, and it's pretty intense. And I'm not used to holding Louis with my right hand. We gotta change. We gotta keep things the same here. Sorry, Hunter. So there's Louis, there's Hunter, there's our boys waking up. I hear Sarah walking around back there. So there they are. They're doing good, right, Louis? All right. So oh, that's my wife. I heard a bunch of stuff. She just went and got me coffee. Every good woman brings Dunkin' in the morning. And I just made coffee. Look. So it's a Dunkin' day. That means we can chat for at least an hour because I have coffee in both hands. Not only am I a double-fisted beer drinker, I'm a double-fisted coffee drinker. So yeah, so listen. So we always say people helping people with our page, and I got a bag of bacon too. Look at this, man. We're kicking. So we're people helping people here, and we have a supporter group page that's taken off. I put the coffee cup in front of the speaker, or the microphone. So we have a supporter group page taken off, doing really well, and I got some help in there. Shelly helps a lot, or Shelly. And it's growing, but we had a lot of people last night reporting, helping, and sharing info. Same thing with Michael. I feel like my job was leading up to it and all the variables and possibilities. And, I went to bed about midnight, and obviously the storm was still going on. I woke up at 5:30, started posting, but, I feel guilty sleeping because I knew we had a lot of fans dealing with this, but I feel like you should have been ready. We had a really good live at 8 o'clock or 6 o'clock. 6 o'clock we had a live, and we were watching this in real time, starting to strengthen. And these models for the last 3-4 days showed a strengthening with this front. We had this front coming down, and those have been known to intensify systems as they get trained in that upper trough. So this one definitely strengthened. Category 1 still 85 mile an hour, but there's Hunter. Yeah, we already said hi, Hunter. We'll say hi. Sarah wants to show you Hunter, and then we'll get right into it. Say hi. We'll say hi. Say hi. Say hi.
Hi.
Hi. All right. All right. So here's the scoop. We had this going on right now still. So let's talk about what's happening now still, because we still have people that are getting affected by this. Lordy, Don, you would think I would. So this is new and fresh, all right? So let's talk about what's happening now, in case we have people watching. So the tornado threat is real. It's still happening. We have a pretty severe tornado threat happening still today as this thing takes off to the northeast. So this is still ongoing. The Storm Prediction Center has increased their odds for tornadoes today. Large chunk of Jersey northward. So that's happening now. We have a tornado watch still in effect until noon. Here, that's our noon watch, ongoing, and then we have a new watch until 4 p.m. So that's happening now. Current radar showing, I should have updated the radar. Here is the latest radar right here. So still got that look. Still, I think we have a tornado warning. Every frame through the night has had a tornado warning. So we're going to have dozens and dozens and dozens of tornado warnings popping up with this system. Just this last frame here, there's 4. And soon the bag clutter will be gone so I can concentrate. Hey, what's up, Tia? What's from Oldsmar, neighbor? North Jersey, it's coming for you. Somebody asked about my finger. my shrimp injury from the
Rob, you guys need to let that go. How long is he gonna milk this stupid finger?
There's my Isaiah story, my shrimp at the sandbar at Cocoa Beach A shrimp tail. Peel and eat shrimp attacked me. All right, so this is still going on. So check it out. I mean, we got tornado, 4 or 5 tornado warnings happening right now. So this is happening. The storm officially is still at 8 o'clock here, packing some punch. Let's see the latest advisory. It was 70 mile an hour at 5. Let's see, we have an update here. 9 o'clock. 9 o'clock advisory. Strong winds, heavy rainfall, tornadoes occurring over eastern Maryland and Delaware, spreading north. So, strong. Still 993 pressure. Still got spinach. The latest advisory still has it at 70 miles an hour wind. So, believe it or not, it's still technically right on that borderline hurricane. Michael, I did clean the car. I cut into my nap. How you doing, James Wood? Cheers to you. So 8 o'clock, still 70 miles an hour. Hard to believe, right? We talked about that. With this thing being so close to the water here, it's definitely not losing any punch. All right, so we still have some storm surge warnings. As a matter of fact, these have been raised a little bit, 3 to 5 foot. So this is different from yesterday. Storm surge warnings are in place still right now, 3 to 5 foot. Look at that. So these are at North Carolina, Virginia border, and we do have storm surge up into Chesapeake Bay, 1 to 3 foot. So still expecting storm surge as this thing passes by right now. April, it's not dying. 2 things. One, it's feeding off of some energy with this approaching front that we saw. Let's see if I can show. And also, it's got an incredible vorticity. The spin. It's feeding off the Atlantic waters here. So it's still got a little bit of time. As these storms spiral counterclockwise, they feed energy from the ocean. The ocean heat up here is warmer than normal. So these feeder bands get a chance to get going again, and that's why we're seeing these feeder bands here spinning in, and these are producing tornadoes. So typically, this is held true. The north and the east side of the system prove to be, strong right now. Now, last night it was a little tricky. We the last hurricane hunter shot that we showed off Tropical Tidbits showed strong winds on both the south, west, northeast quadrants. So, and people reported that they had just as much wind on the east side as the west side. But now, because the storm is over land, we're going to see more of these directional tornadoes coming in. You can notice that they all point to the northwest. That's because that's the spiral effect of our tropical system. So there's my there's our car warranty phone call. So listen, we got, this is pretty high SPC totals too, by the way, especially for up north. Anytime you start getting in the orange enhanced, conditions are definitely favorable. We even have a 10% area here. So this is the area, today. It's continuing. Our system, it's going to be fueling into that, Atlantic waters. It's going to be getting a little bit of help from that approaching front. And then just the overall spin nature, is it's going to be a rough day still to come today. But guess what? By tomorrow, long gone. Tomorrow this thing is going to be in Canada. Tonight. It might be in Canada tonight. So it's definitely getting entrained in this approaching front here. Let's see if we can see a dry air. Might be able to show that a little better. Let's kind of get a good synopsis. I like using big words like synopsis. See if we can see any good radar. Maybe some. Not really. But we'll put it in play. Let you look at it. So there it is. Water vapor loop kind of shows the story, but there's our core. We can look at our favorite spinach map here. You can see it's still awfully strong. Extremely tight cord system here. So these African seeds. All right. So point to be taken here. This came off of Africa weeks ago. We talked about this coming off of Africa. All the models were showing strong spin over Africa. I don't even know how long ago, 10 plus days ago. It had spin coming off of Africa, and when these little guys have a core, the seed they call it, and they're tough to die. I mean, that one point on Saturday when we lost the upper convection across the center, every meteorologist online, Twitter, was saying that when you hear the word naked swirl, okay. First off, when you hear the word naked in weather, you're like, what the heck kind of weather site? So, naked weather watchers would be a good chat room. We might get kicked off Facebook forever for that. So when we saw that naked swirl, it was amazing to see this convection fire back. And it was all because of the Gulf Stream. All because of that Gulf Stream. Gulf Stream has been known to help fuel systems. It had to spin, and the Gulf Stream provided the moisture, and things go up. So anyway, Susie, Mike, Cape Cod, yep, Manhattan, Georgia. All right, so let's look at that. Let's look at everything. So we got tropical storm warnings in effect all the way to Maine. Who from Maine is now a Facebook fan of Mike's weather page? Because when we started the season, we probably didn't think we'd be talking about Maine. But look at that, tropical storm 4, tropical. So we had. Let's see about this. This would be an interesting graphic. So our graphics archive. Let's take a look here. Every storm's got a graphical archive. If you ever want to, I get probably the number one email request I get is history of storms. All right, so let's see. All right, stop. Stop right there. Stop. All right, so listen. All right, this is an amazing little stat. Every coastal, everyone on the East Coast except the Keys had a tropical storm warning from Isaiah, from Miami to Maine. That is crazy. Think about that. From Miami to Maine, we've had a tropical storm warning in effect. That is incredible. So the Keys are the rebels. They didn't want any of this stuff. All right, so let's look at some high resolution radar for the rest of the day. There you go, Shane. What's up? Sharon, I mean. I screw up names. That's what we do here. I see Sharon, so I say Shane. And I crashed last night at midnight. Oh, my God. We watched landfall, and, God, I always feel like I hate it when a storm's going on, but you can only do so much. All right, so let's look at the high-resolution radar. So, all right, first off, long range. I don't want to lose everybody. Long range, nothing is showing up. Bottom line. I'm not going to waste any time on that. We have this little Invest 94 right here, already back to yellow. So it's dying. It wasn't, and then we had Tropical Depression 10. So you probably saw the hype about Tropical Depression 10, but it was nothing. It only lasted a day. This little guy is nothing. So no worries. Nothing. We are in a little lull for about a week at least. There are a few. You're gonna see people posting long range models, but there's no consistency. There's no reason to post anything right now because there's just no model consistency. I don't jump all in on anything until I believe that we're going to see something. So we're waiting. It doesn't mean it can't change tomorrow. Things change. We know that. But as of today, there's nothing long range showing up. So we're in that big negative MJO cycle. And that'll keep things quiet at least till middle August, hopefully. So enjoy. I will enjoy. Need to give my voice a break. All right, so what can we expect the rest of the day? What would be a good map? How can we show this? Let's show. First off, we got tornado watches up for New England, Jersey, Delaware, northward. I think the best model would probably just be look at just so you get an idea of timing. Again, this thing's going to be gone by this time tomorrow. So the storm by this afternoon will be checking out, which is good. So we got a little bit. Let's look at mid-Atlantic. Kind of get an idea here, radar-wise. All right, so if I can zoom in here. Nope, can't zoom in on that. Maybe I can zoom in. No. All right, so here it is, hour by hour. This isn't estimated, but it's pretty good. Now, we got some tails. We always watch the tail. We all watch tail. And we'll see if any of these spin in. I think the system's moving so fast, though, that these are going to have a hard time catching up. So these might just slide the coast. But anyway, let's take a look. This is estimated radar. So I'm just going to go hour by hour, and you guys can, down the road, we'll go back and look at it. But this is 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock. So let's put it there. 5 o'clock tonight. 5 o'clock tonight, most of Jersey, New York, Connecticut will start drying up. So your worst weather early now until early afternoon. This is 5 o'clock, 6, 7. So as we get into this evening hours, 4, 5, 6, 7, that's when things are getting rough for, and we'll switch maps here. So the rough stuff obviously is now, and it's going to get a little rougher as the daytime heating occurs. And here's the big bulk at 11 o'clock. But as far as 5 o'clock tonight, basically Pennsylvania eastward, things are going to be really quiet. We did have a front come down, and believe it or not, we're going to have dry air and some cooler temps. Instead of 99, it's going to be 98. Enjoy it. A cold front in August? What's up with that? Let's go to the northeast now and take a look at that. Northeast. Well, I could have just went here. It would have made more sense. But so here again, 5 o'clock, nothing. And then tonight, there's our low, there's our spin. The only reason we got tropical storm warnings on the coast is because of these squall lines. So the core of the system is going up right there. So it'll be leaving the U.S. overnight. It's checking out. There's these tails that are finally going to get into Maine overnight. So rough stuff, upper New York, New Hampshire, Vermont, 7, 8, 9 o'clock tonight. Overnight hours could have some lingering storms headed into Maine. So Maine, your worst weather is going to be overnight. This is like 1, 2, 3 in the morning right here. So, and then guess what? By 7 a.m. tomorrow, Zippo. Richard Barker, wind in Rhode Island. I don't know if it'll be there yet. Maybe. I doubt it. Here's 6 p.m. This is just an estimated map. Here's 6 p.m. So no, it looks like Maine's roughest weather is definitely overnight or dark hours. So if you're going lobster hunting, get it done. Connecticut, 6, 7, 8 o'clock right here. And then Maine, the squall lines you're going to watch for will be into midnight. So let me turn off that. All right. Corey, the worst for Long Island. Well, right now you're in a lull, obviously. It's not there yet. So it looks like things start going downhill maybe 11, noontime. You'll start seeing squall lines. And then, so, be ready by 11 a.m. Noon, 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock. So early afternoon. I just had a report from my buddy Fred Kempton. Let's see if he sent any pictures or not. He said he was in the eye. Had a lot of friends in the Carolinas. This system, when we had Hurricane Florence, this is no Florence. I mean, obviously Florence had different effects. We had more flooding and slower mover and more surge in spots. We had surge with this one too, but storms like Florence had almost a week of hype and people were ready for it. Florida kind of had a week of hype, and I guess I'm responsible for that just as much as anybody because we watch these things progress. This storm was a Florida storm, and I don't think people talked enough about it being a second story. And I know they didn't because I have friends up that way that didn't even know it was coming. And I saw that in chat last night. I was getting a little annoyed last night because we had people asking questions that were right in the heart of it. I'm like, no, you got a storm coming now. Pay attention. So Becky, you late to the party? No big party. We're kind of in post-storm mode. Remember, if you're just tuning in, this is nothing to worry about. Our storm's still 70 miles an hour right now currently. We still have tornado watches. We have nasty weather still. Twitter is full of reports coming in. Here's Ed Petrowski, Garden City, home in Garden City, losing part of the roof. Tornado, a lot of tornado. Sea Cabin Pier near Cherry Grove was washed away. Weather Nation posting some great stuff. Hurricane Center showing still 70 mile an hour wind. Here's some early morning debris. WRAL News, not good. This is home in Bertie County. This is the big story. Bertie County. They were saying they're having trouble getting there. I don't even know which coffee to drink. We'll drink the Louis coffee. So Bertie County had that's the big news. They're trying to get there and do an assessment. I had an email from someone that lived that way, and unfortunately, they're saying there's people that people missing. And that's what they're reporting here. So we gotta pay attention to that. Oh man, that's a big one. This is Bertie County. That's some pretty serious damage. So unfortunately, the tornado risk played out. Here's Oak Island. Obviously, a lot of video and damages from Oak Island. And again, if you're if you're on Facebook, which you are, obviously you're watching. Check out Weather WX Chasin, friend of ours, Brandon Clement, and he just posted a really amazing drone video that you have to check out. Of Oak Island. Let's see what else news is coming in. This is I think that's a stock video, but Joe Pistardi waterspout may be coming ashore in New Jersey. So lots of news coming in. I'm just trying to check in Twitter to see what was up, but so one fatality so far. Bertie County is the big story right now. Here's more coming in. 10 mobile homes destroyed, and they're looking for people right now. So hopefully they were unoccupied. Nothing else is heading toward Carolina. Nope. Don't fall into the hoop. Deuce. Hey Deuce, what's up, Whitney? Let's just leave this on. I'll see what you guys are saying. So we're kind of in post-storm mode here. Bertie County. Let's see. Yep. Lindsey Gregory, yep. I saw some surge videos. Lots of homes. Unfortunately, surge was an issue, and saw a lot of videos of that last night. Hey, Alexis, good afternoon. That's because you're not on the States. Hey Barbara, thank you. Yeah, we're just checking it out. So listen, more storm coming. So don't think it's over. We have a lot of fans up in the Northeast. Let's put on the current radar. So Joe Bastardi posting possible water spell. So here, Long Island. I said 11, but it could sneak up there even a little sooner. This is the tails you got to watch. These are where the tornadoes are. We have that rotation. Here's New York, obviously clear right now, but this, New Jersey area, this is what you got to watch. Once we get daytime heating, it's going to aid in development of these. What the heck was that? Oh, Louis licking.
He was looking at the donut off my face.
The news. I'm not sure. Hey, Alexis, no blobs coming off of Africa. That was there was a shared video that somebody posted that went viral about all the African wave trains. Hey Frank, it is currently over the coast right now. You can see where it's at, roughly. Just estimate, kind of over Delaware or Chesapeake Bay almost right now. There's a estimated center, still spinning, and you can see it spinning that energy in off the Atlantic. This is why we still got storms to worry about. It's going to be pulling this Atlantic energy up. And that's just common sense right there. The north and east side of a system, counterclockwise. Hey Jim, New York. We got the squall line's going to be going right over top. There could be some heavy rains and storms. Hey Michael Weinstein. So there's that. We can go to tropicaltidbits.com here and get a fix on the low itself. That would be right here. Sometimes he's got the L. There it is right there. Kind of hard to see it, but there's all the barbs. There's the L right now. The center of Isaiah is in eastern Virginia. So yeah, let's talk about the history of the storm. So, obviously it did not get into Florida. And obviously it didn't go to the west coast of Florida. And realistically, the width of Florida is really not that wide if you think about it. This system, we knew it was going to affect somebody. So it's a bigger story. Florida, because it missed Florida, a lot of the like everybody, not everybody, but you get this deflated feeling like it was a hurricane warning in Florida. Didn't happen in Florida. It stayed off the coast. The east side of the system was the heavy stuff, and it never impacted Florida. So you get that feeling like it's over, but this always said if it stayed off of Florida and had no land disruption, it would have a chance to reform, and the models nailed it, and it did. And it did slide to the east a little bit, but it's not as big a storyline as Florida because it slid a little bit to the east of Florida. It was a huge news story because it went from hurricane to nothing. Everybody in Florida, a lot of people get bummed out and say like, what a bust, what a joke. This one slid probably the same amount on the Carolina coast. So it went from basically Charleston to, the line, the same amount of distance probably, and it's still a big story. So, landfalling hurricanes are going to affect somebody. These skirts in Florida scare me because, a 30, 40 mile wiggle would have been a lot more of this kind of stuff happening. But anyway, sing Isaiah. I finally got it down. I can say Isaiah without even hesitating. I still have a harder time going east and west. I had to pause, and I'm like, east. Hey Leslie, I remember that. Blobs. You forgot an L. It's when it's split into two blobs, not boobs. We got to keep this clean. Hey Paul, what's cooking? So, Isaiah's. I don't know. Is there an S at the end? Oh, there is an S at the end. Isaiah's. So yeah, Susie, it was a bad thing. The hurricane hunters confirmed it. It dropped down into I think 988 millibar at the last second. And they a lot of these models showed that. So that part of the really I don't think when you look back at the 10-day spaghetti models on this, it's phenomenal you know, how how close it really did. Bloobs and squalls. Bloobs. Hey, Mike, did you make it through okay, buddy? North Carolina coast. Now let's see how far back I can go to when we first saw spaghetti models. Seems like we've been tracking this forever, man. Golly. Where does time go? So, man, was this that can't be ICU. Let me see. Man, we've been tracking this forever. I think I gained a year. No, that's Douglas. That's Pacific. I thought that wasn't right. But here's our spaghetti models. Well, this is a good one. I don't know when this one was. So, I mean, here, this one was July 25th, 10 days ago. Look. And remember all right, so I had every now and then I get a viral post because it gets shared a lot. This might have been the one. Yeah, this was the one. All right, so look at this. We'll just leave it here. All right. This was July 25th. Yeah, the Navy model did really good. But this was July 25th. This was 10 days ago. Think about this. 10 days ago. And the euro, you know, obviously you could say it was right or wrong either way, but the look at the GFS trend, the euro trend. You know, so 10 days ago. That's a long time ago. July 25th. And here we are. Incredible. Oh heck, we were talking about it here. Look at this. This was July 24th. But it was a little more. But so at least we have a lot of time to think about these things. So here's the one I've been chatting. This is on July 23rd. Coming off Africa, following Gonzalo's footsteps, trekking a tick higher with some juicier conditions. Many, many days to watch. No worries yet. That was July 23rd. So that might have been when we first started talking about it. Maybe. We got July 21st. 15-day euro. Look at that. Look at that. 15-day euro. 3 of them right here. So July 21st. 15-day euro map. Just woke up, hinting we could have another wave to watch. So that's pretty wild, isn't it? That's a long way away, or go. So, yeah. Oh, Brax. Yeah, no, we showed some of that, man. Let's go back to Twitter. See what's cooking. So there's no storms really coming yet. We have an invest. Here's a breakdown coming here for New York. This is from Alan Weather. He follows us on Twitter. So timing of the worst, 1 p.m. to 6 p.m. He's a big New York guy. 55 to 65 miles an hour. So it's a good graphic he put together. There's the black helicopters here. I hope that's mosquito control.
Pretty close.
Either that or they're coming to get me. Hey, Becky, the next storm is going to be Josephine with a J. I can say that one. Josephine. Jojo. So we can already start coming up with things like let's say JoJo lost her mojo. Carol, when you see Matt's 15 days out, you get gas and water. Well, somebody did, and guess what? They're laughing right now. Here's the rain forecast for eastern New York. So more of a wind event for. That's because our squalls, the heart of the system is more inland with the rains. So more to come. Here's some pictures coming in. This is from Chris Jackson. Check out these photos he posted on Twitter. Look at that. and that's Oakland. We'll be seeing a lot more of that coming in. But again, listen. So we have a awesome group here. I saw people talking to each other all night long. Our supporter group's great. Fans helping fans. So I really thank everybody for that. We're like one big happy weather family community. Everybody's there for each other. I can only do so much. You guys do the rest. Think about it, man. It's overwhelming to track weather for so many different areas, and we have so many groups of people. And we were talking. Shelly helps us a lot, and we have regions. We have Texas, we have Upper Gulf, we have Florida, we have the East Coast, and we have the islands boaters. So we thought about maybe doing 5 different sections in our supporter group, at least to start, because we can't do that on the main page. But we have sections. When we have a Texas storm, we have different folks in Texas. We have the North Carolina folks, and Florida, I guarantee, isn't even online right now because they're sick of the tropics. And Whitney, you've been blobbing your drinks up there in Louisiana coast. So we're in a little break. We'll get through today. Keep abreast of this tornado thing though, man, because the storm has still got. Let's go look at some high resolution radar or predictions here again on the storms, because it nailed. Last night when we were live at 6. Definitely showed that tornado risk was kind of high. So let's see if we got any sort of indicators of some squalls coming in off the water. So, 1 o'clock, noon, 1 o'clock, strongest threat here, obviously, again. So, anything dark color, 10, 11, 12. This is noon. Strongest threat for storms basically would be around this time in the color. 3 o'clock or 6 o'clock, and overnight threat. Squall lines for Maine overnight. So nothing else. Listen, nothing else coming. That's good. We'll have a little week. We'll have a little break. Here's the 10 o'clock advisory. Just came out, by the way. Let's take a look at that. That's current. Strong winds, heavy rain, tornadoes. Worst case scenario. So that, this is live. Strong winds, heavy rain, tornadoes occurring over eastern Maryland, Delaware, or Delmarva Peninsula. So winds are still 70 miles an hour and pressure is still 993. Low pressures mean scary isobars. And when you have tightening isobars, you get instability. Yeah, good point, Shelly. Power outage. I don't even know what I was thinking about that. So I have a link on the site, obviously. Every link's on the site. I posted a bunch this morning, but your power outage map. Let's take a look. I guarantee red, North Carolina and Virginia. Look at that. It's already creeping up into this. It's so crazy watching this. But we have... So your current power outage is North Carolina. You can kind of tell where the storm went, right? 289,000 people without power right now. Over a 250,000. Virginia even has more people out. So I hope they listened up. 335,000 people without power in Virginia. That's a lot of people. 500,000 plus. Hopefully our linemen can get up there and get working. And then as we get into Delaware, 44,000. That's a tenth of the state. 10% of Delaware out of power. And then Maryland, 42,000. This is going to increase though as our system moves up. As our system tracks northward, we'll start seeing more in Jersey, Pennsylvania. It's just a matter of time. So again, we still have surge warnings going on. The seas map, current seas map, 18-foot seas right along the coast. That's happening now. 18-foot seas right off the coast. We still have surge warnings up, so don't let your guard down. 3 to 5 foot to the North Carolina-Virginia border. These will start coming down slowly, but 1 to 3 foot all the way up to Maine or Martha's Vineyard. But they'll probably extend a little bit. So yeah, Shelly, good point. Great supporter of our site. Sparks Energy. They deploy thousands of people to help. So we thank Sparks a ton. Lindsay, MJO, correct. All right, let's talk about that. MJO. So the MJO is tied into the you might hear Kelvin wave, MJO, Kelvin wave. So kind of let off a little bit. Never a good thing. So the MJO is fascinating. You can Google it. Scientifically, it's way above my pay grade. I did go to college, and I do go to Holiday Inn Express at night. Like, when I need a little help in the tropics, I'll sneak away to Holiday Inn Express. There's one right here in Dunedin, and I wake up feeling smarter. So we're down to 10:06, cold coffee. But good thing I didn't take the lid off. Little trick I learned with coffee. It's brilliant. If you keep the lid on your coffee, it stays warmer. It's kind of like weather, you know. This is ocean heat content. Okay. All right, so the MJO is fascinating. I don't remember hearing about it a lot over the years until recently, but in a nutshell, there's a pulse of energy that travels the Earth in the upper atmosphere. And two things. When it's negative, the negative pulse suppresses air, and it actually helps sinking air, which uprising air is convection. And when you have sinking air, it helps choke development of storms. Not always, but early in the season, the MJO seems like, to me, it's a bigger influence in what we'll see August, September, or September now, September, October, peak of season. So the MJO doesn't seem that big a deal in the middle of the year, because once we get to September and October, when the water's smoking duper duper hot, and we have all these waves, and we have no shear, that MJO is not going to matter that much. But right now it does. So the MJO negative, and we'll have a sinking air pattern in the next couple weeks. Now, maybe in the middle of August. I keep saying middle of August, but it's already freaking August 4th. Like, where the hell? Like, Emily yesterday says, Christmas is 4 months away. And I'm like, holy crap, it's August. Like, where did the year go? MJO, Doug. M as in Mike. Thank you, Rhonda, for being a supporter there, too. MJO. The Madeline Julian Oscar. I butcher names like Sheila and Ashley. I'm gonna definitely. In fact, I used to have a link to my page. Let's see. Do I have a link? Nah, I took all the definition links off because nobody even knew I had them on there. So I stopped doing the links. But the Wikipedia I go to, they have a great. Even Climate has one. This is the official government article. So we have different phases of the MJO, and basically, So when we're in a green, listen. So let's go back to it. So we're going to be in this sinking air pattern for what, a week. It changes, but for sure, hopefully a week plus we'll be in a sinking air pattern. But then look at that, it starts coming back middle part of August. So green is good for tropics. Good meaning good for them. And look, we'll probably be in a pretty supportive stage. And I don't. It changes so much a couple weeks from now, but you'll start seeing more climate guys talk about this pulse, this phase. And it inches its way towards our side. So if it does verify, this pulse of MJO will slowly make its way to the Atlantic side first part of September. And that could, enhance development. So Sheila, yeah. I have a cousin named Sheila. Sweet little Sheila. Isn't that like a 50 song? Not Last Cup of Coffee, Whitney. This is a big ass one. Yeah, we're going to have names, unfortunately, getting into the M's and the N's and the O's. Mike, yeah, I know. I don't mean to distract, but yes, the tornado threat's real. This is what concerns me is they basically the spin in the atmosphere is extremely strong. This is 500 millibar level. Look at that. That is screaming shear on the upper levels, and you can't even make out. There you go. It's a little better. So lots of instability right now in the atmosphere, and fueling off of this Atlantic is only going to make things worse. That's why we have an enhanced risk here from the Storm Prediction Center of orange, which is pretty high for them. So that this is that spiraling in of winds, and all we need is a little bit of moisture in here, which we have. And that could spawn some strong storms, unfortunately. So here's our water, Whitney's favorite map. Right here, this is the animated precipitable water map, and you can see the moisture in the atmosphere. And we still have a tail way down here in the Atlantic. So all this, this is what's coming to Maine later tonight. It's amazing that this will be here tonight. It's going to travel half of the eastern seaboard tonight. It's because it's booking. Let's look at some live satellite. See how he looks. Isaiah. Almost, I hope we don't have anybody named Isaiah or however you say it, because it sounds donkeyish, like Esau. Martha, we don't want to get into the Greek names, but it looks likely. Here's some high resolution satellite. Let's take a look here. Let's go 200 frames. Let's see if we got nighttime. Nope, there we go. Look at that. Oh, there's dark. There's daylight coming. Well, let's go to 96 hours. There we go. That's better. All right. So you can see our little low right there, crossing Chesapeake, right there, heading towards Delaware. And this is the tail of storms that we got to watch spiral in here today. This could be getting into New York, Long Island area soon. So that's why we have tornado watches up. Again, tornado watch for a big chunk here. Can't stress that enough. That energy right here is looking, pretty potent. And that's coming. It's very impotent. Bubble, bubble, bubble. It's bubbling. Bubble, bubble, bubble. We talked about the bubble. Actually, on infrared, it's not bubbling anymore. We just have that. We got 2 tornado warnings right now currently. There's a site on my site. That's kind of like a sub noun, isn't it? Site on my site. Somewhere. I could never find anything. There it is, tornado stats. This is tornadohq.com, and this is a live tracker of tornadoes. Hey, that's cool to hear. Who said that? I appreciate that. I don't always get them right. I'll admit it. I like to predict, but when we know guarantees, man, I think I think we do a good job. So here, all right. So here, I wish there was a way we could see all these tornadoes. Oh, we can look at archive. Oh, this is cool. 48 hours. How do we do that? Man, does it have a number? Wish I could have a number. These are all tornadoes in the last. So I'm just going to go slow. Look at every one of these is a tornado warning. I'm going to scroll. This is all in the last few hours through the night. I'm going to try to get to the beginning. So about right here. So it looks like our first tornado warning happened Brunswick, North Carolina last night, 14 hours ago. That would have been around 8 o'clock. So So let me do this. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So let's go. I'm going to go like this. Boom, there's 22. 33, 44, 54, 60, 70, 80, 90, 90. I mean, shit. We might have had 100 or so tornado warnings. That's crazy. Now, a lot of these aren't confirmed, obviously, because they're Doppler indicated, but it's possible we had 100 plus tornado warnings in the last 10, 12 hours. That is crazy. Unfreaking believable. God, how can we? I wish I could get an actual count. If anybody has a site that shows actual count, I'll have to count them. So, can I scroll down? Well, we can just count. Let's see. I'm gonna do it. All right, so there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now I'm gonna need to count. Somebody can count it for me. That's crazy. All right. We'll get a number. Somebody on Twitter will be posting that soon enough. Let me see what else is on Twitter. So one thing about Twitter, you can get real-time stuff like quick, like as it's happening now. So we'll get updated storm coverage. Here's another video of a roof collapse in Waccamaw. So, fortunately, we're going to see all this stuff coming in now. Once the storms pass, there's beach erosion. Obviously, this is Cherry Grove. Already seen a bunch of piers down. Here's talking about the shear. I know it's kind of hard to figure out, but it's just showing the instability right now in the atmosphere, and that's concerning for tornadoes. And he says that right here. The tornado threat will likely increase over the next hour or two, and that was an hour ago. So, still gotta be alert. Remember, as the storm is to your east and south, it's pretty much over. It's the north and the east now you got to worry about. And there you go. Let's see. Here's your 10 a.m. update. So, all right. So yeah, we got Susan talking about rain. We had a lot of rain. Yes, rain to come. We got flooding concerns still to come. The flood map here, excessive rain map, updated this morning at 7 a.m. You can still see the area. So it's not over by any means for the folks in Northeast. We still have high flooding event northward as it treks basically north-northeast through Pennsylvania, Jersey, into New York. So lots of rain to come. Still, again, it'll be gone by tonight. So, let's see what else you guys are saying. So we'll just keep it here for a little bit. Let me do a post. I need to say something. I always do a post because I feel bad talking, and people that aren't watching need an update. So, let me do a really quick post here. And, you guys keep chatting. We need elevator music when we do this. We need some sort. We could play Andy Simmons songs. All right, so here's what I'm going to post. We got this right here, and I need to do a circle. Well, no, I'm not going to do a circle. I'm just going to do an arrow. We'll do a arrow like this, and then we'll put a arrow end on it just to make it look kind of official. And we'll do another one. We'll turn it a little bit like that. I'm getting better at the graphics this year. I feel good about that. I'm getting a little more professional. That'll never happen. If I ever get professional, stop me, please. So that looks good. Let me post real quick, and then I'll read comments. See what the buzz is. So the storm's still happening. If you're wondering, nothing else is. Number one question I think I'm seeing is what's coming next. Well, right now we're going to be in a little lull for about a week at least, so that's good news. Lindsay, thanks for all you do. And listen, tell Casper to take a break. That guy's got to be running on Dunkin' and Starbucks. He does a great service to everybody, as all of you do. But Casper is always trying to help everybody. And I learned a long time ago, man, I had to turn off my email. And it's not to be rude, but I had to turn off the message box on Facebook years ago because it would fill quicker than I could respond. And it got to be where I couldn't even focus on weather. You drive over there with Seltzer, yeah. My man card. All right, so storm, let's see, current radar. Lots of instability still to watch. Strong squalls all day. Well, the rest of the morning. Heading northeast. Tornado threat high. And this will reach all the way into Maine overnight. Long gone by tomorrow. Thankfully. How about that? All right. So let me post the picture with my fancy duper graphics. Current radar, lots of abilities to watch strong squalls the rest of the morning, heading northeast, tornado threat high, and this will reach all the way into Maine overnight. Long gone by tomorrow. Watch close northeast. I just do that. Watch close. All right. There we go. Casper's not even in there. I hope he's sleeping. I cry. I did the same thing with Michael. I always tell my Michael story. My only regret ever in this whole venture has been Michael, because as soon as it made landfall, I disappeared for 6 hours. Julie will tell you. She'll confirm. So my favorite thing in the world is we go to Talladega every year, and we got there. We were chasing the storm. I was streaming live all night long, driving the RV, reporting 24 hours a day. Storm made landfall, and I crashed. Well, obviously, people wanted post-storm stuff, and I couldn't. Yeah, Shelly. So I plan to take tomorrow, 100% no live Friday. Maybe tomorrow. We'll see. Tonight's nothing tonight. I got a Oldsmar council meeting actually. So timing. Let me tell you how weird things happen. Okay, weird things happen. We were supposed to be gone. So we were supposed to take a trip this week to Lake Lanier. And obviously I canceled because I wanted to track the storm, which I'm glad I did. Because otherwise I would have not been engaged like I was to hopefully prepare people. Because like I said, man, tropics change so fast. I mean, earlier in the day, yesterday, this is why I feel you cannot turn away from the tropics for more than an hour, because listen, the course. Let me show you some pictures here. That it just baffles me how this system has evolved. There's our mortar. Think about a murder hornet. We've had some good times with this system. We had murder hornets. We had fan shares wearing Mike's Weather Page shirts boarding up. We had a song called Isaiah with us in it. We had fans from the UK sharing Drunk Donkey Mass. There's Mark.
And don't forget about the pictures of where we were going.
Yeah, that's what I was getting at. We had gifts sent in by Casper and his family. But what I was going to show you was this. So, like, here's why you can't turn away. So here's this. All right. So this was Saturday. Saturday, our system was completely naked. And what that means is the lower level swirl lost all convection, tons of shear. Most everybody on Twitter was talking about it and we're saying it's dead. It's over. There's no way a storm's going to recover without any convection over center. I even wrote, not dead yet. Oh, no, that was one before. Or that was the one after. I don't know. One of them I said, it looks like it's dead. Where is it? Maybe this one. Oh, here it is. Shows a level of spear naked. If convection remains offset, we could see weakening. I think that's all I said on that one. But, oh, here we go. Here's another post. Center where the dot is, convection was way over here. This storms, we will need to see storms fire back at center or this will weaken. New update at 2 p.m. kept it officially a hurricane. So anyway, it looked like it was going to die. It didn't die. It came back. Yesterday, I posted a picture here. I think it was here. Nope. That was too early in the day. It was earlier in the day. This one. All right. So yesterday the hurricane hunters found 1,001 millibar pressure. And that was yesterday. Most people reported it's dying, 1,001. It was 990 something low. And then bam, it came back. So, man, you can't turn your head is what I'm getting at. Tropics, things. Look at Hannah. It went from 45 mile an hour to 90 or 80. I think it went 90. Hannah, I think, was 90. But Hannah isn't making the news like this one. This is a bigger, wider system. I have a feeling in tornadoes. So Isaiah, almost the same strength as Hannah, is going to end up causing a lot more damage than Hannah did. So, all right. So how funny things happen. So I don't even know if I'm going to be able to find it. It was in the supporter page. But Lake Lanier yesterday got hit. One of our supporters talked about it. I don't know what they got, but here's a news thing. So we were supposed to be camping, and they closed Lake Lanier Campground, Margaritaville. There was trees down on trucks. There was trees down on campsites. The marina had boats ruined. The dock is gone. This is where we were going. So they had the pre Isaiah was the squall that ultimately turned Isaiah north, but it would have been a vacation from hell because they had bad weather. So that happened. Oh, and then back to tonight. So Oldsmar is discussing the use of golf carts where I live, and of course I've been a big proponent of that. And I'm going there tonight. They kind of want me to go there tonight because I'm the one that started this whole thing. Well, I would have missed that Tuesday night. What else was important that we had to miss? Oh, I got a big meeting with ABC today. ABC Fine Wine set it up, and this was the only day they could do it. So things work out. Everything happens for a reason. Yep. Emily didn't want to miss her last week of softball camp. So it worked out. There'll be another vacation. Whitney, I'm now banned. Yeah, man, can you imagine that? I would have been up there. Trying to say. So my plan B was, all right, I'll just go up there and I'll do my weather in the morning. And honestly, the truth, and I'll be honest because there's only a few people left probably in here. The truth is, I can't do what I do, whatever I do, without a clear conscience. Like, I have to be engaged in what's happening. When I take 12 hours off, I feel so lost on what's been happening with weather trends. I mean, because weather changes. I got to know the trend, I guess. It's easy to go to look at a 6-hour NHC report and kind of read it, but you got to know the trends, and you don't. So when I go camping, I like to drink sometimes. Everybody does. I'll have one seltzer in the afternoon, feel a little buzzed. And then I lose that engagement. And then I don't feel like I'm doing a good job. So that's why I didn't want to go. And I'm so thankful I didn't go because look at what happened last night. I would have been up there Monday. We would have had to either A, evacuate Lake Lanier, B, I might have had a tree on our top of our camper. C, they probably have no internet. D, they're not letting people on the lake. So the whole idea was to go up there and enjoy the water. So, anyway, I like to rant. That's for sure. All right, so here's your wind field. Still happening. Remember, all this squall coming in off of the Atlantic needs. Look at all these tornadoes now, man. They're just popping up, man. You can't even keep up. Tornado. I mean, we got over 100 tornado warnings since this started. And look, I mean, in these last few minutes, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I don't even know. You can't even count them all. Like 9 or 10 tornado warnings in the last. I don't even know how this map updates. So not even an hour, we've had 10 plus tornado warnings. So while we're sitting here talking, lots of phones have been going off with tornado warnings. And notice how everything is pretty much around the center northeast. So what else is going on? Yeah, hey Bobby, it's crazy, man. Crazy. And you know what? It's the spin. If we can learn anything from this system, is A, believe the models. The models all predicted this to intensify before landfall. That is a trend. When I see all models saying something, that is when I believe, and they all showed a strengthening low pressure system. Now, landfall is tough. Landfall, but again, the whole thing goes back to Florida. The Florida news was a big fail because it didn't make landfall. If it would have went 40 miles east or west, they're east-west again. If it would have went 40 miles west, it would have been a story maker like this possibly. Not as much, but it still would have been a story. This one might have shifted 40 miles east, still a story. So intensity is a lot, more believable short term. Like Michael, we saw the models, we saw the strengthening. I don't remember if we were trying to pinpoint an exact location, but the intensity models didn't lie, and the NAM model didn't lie. So the Euro failed on this one a lot. The almighty Euro is not king on this one. So there's Mike Powell. Good morning. All right, so I've been rambling. Holy cow, it's 10:30. Jeez. All right, I gotta go. I got my meeting I gotta get ready for. All right, any last minute hellos? Whitney, yeah, they're not bad. So half of our city is golf cart friendly. The north side's not. Well, we have a lot of communities on the north side that could benefit with schools and, convenience store and Steak and Shake and Walmart. So, yeah, I don't see why they're not going to. Half the city is. Our city matters, man. Our city should include all of Oldsmar, not just half of Oldsmar. And if people are worried about safety, it's no different to me than a scooter driving around or riding your bike. It's a choice, If you want to do it, you do it. All right. There's my buddy Dusty. He just said hype. Political. I'm not political. I could never be a politician because I probably have so much crap on my past that I would be I'd be prime target for this. Look at this guy. Look what he did 20 years ago. There's probably more offensive posts from me of me doing things that everybody else does. Isn't that funny about the world? We could all be offended by people, but we probably all done it one time in our life. So, but anyway, all right. Well, I appreciate y'all staying with me. I appreciate this week all the supporters, new supporters. We've been doing this a long time. This is not new, and we're not going anywhere. We're one big family of weather nerds, and we lean on each other, and we share information amongst each other, and we feel comfortable with each other, and we're like connected in a world that's crazy right now, and everybody wants to just get away from it all. So this is not new, man. I started this page I think in 2008, 2009. That's 12 years ago. This is not new. It's just recently getting a little bigger, but that's because people are turning more to social media. But you know, we got a solid base, and we are strong, drunk donkey nation. So, Mike Weatherpage. All right, we gotta go. I gotta do a lot of work before my meeting. So, thank you, everyone. As always, we'll be live. Maybe tomorrow. Definitely not Friday, but for sure Thursday. And we need a break. Trust me, you need a break. You'll be burned out of Mike. You'll be like, this guy has the same jokes. He needs new material. So, all right, have a good day, everybody. See you.